is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, as you probably saw in the title, we are doing Guardians of the Galaxy Customs and LEGO DC Supervillains. I'm actually really excited to do these ones. Some of them, I'm gonna say this now, some of them came out good, some of them came out not good at all. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. So first up, we have Peter Quill himself. For this, I gave him this kind of brownish, this light brown hair with the Constantine face. I gave him this gray jetpack. I gave him Red Hood's torso with dark red, in a dark red color for his jacket. And I gave him Bronze Tiger's arms. I gave him Superboy, Young Justice, legs, and then I made him black. And I gave him his two blasters. And I gave him his jetpack. And I think this one looks pretty okay for StarLord. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. I think the face and the hair and everything just looks really good on this one. Next up, we have Gamora. For this, this is StarLord's Guardians 2 look. I'm gonna say what look it is. This is Gamora's Guardians. I'd probably say Guardians 1 or the new Guardians when she's with the Guardians 3 when she's with the Ravagers. I gave her this red Ravager jumpsuit looking thing with some gold on it. I gave her this black long hair with, I think, a custom torso in lime green. I gave her lime green arms with black boots, and I gave her her sword, her katana that she used to fight along Thanos. I think this one looks okay, but I definitely think it's not the best. Next up, we have Drax. This one looks pretty good, I'd say. To replicate his tattoos, I gave him this gray shirtless torso, but I made the highlights red to represent his tattoos. I gave him the custom superhero torso, but made the eyeshadow thing red to represent the red he has around his eyes. I think I gave him Ultraman's arms in gray. And I gave him Vigilante's belt with Deathstorm's legs, and they were already dark red, so I didn't have to change much. And then I gave him these two knives. This one I actually really like, because I definitely think it looks just like him. This is his Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 look, whenever he was this is just what he looked like, mainly. So I'm happy with how that looks. He also looked like this towards the end of Guardians 1, I'm pretty sure. Next up, we have Mantis. For Mantis, I gave her Lois Lane's hair with Poison Ivy's head. I gave her Prism's legs and hip piece to get black legs in the front with a dark green kind of coat type thing going around the back. I gave her the custom superhero torso in green with black highlights. I gave her no sleeves with long black gloves. I couldn't copy her antennas, sadly, but I think this one looks pretty good, no matter if it has the antennas or not. Next up, we have Groot. This one actually does not look bad, but it doesn't look amazing. So I gave him these Daredevil horn type pieces, and I gave him just a normal headpiece, but I made the I made his wrinkles and highlights in brown to represent, well, he's a tree. I gave him, I think it's Pride's torso and hips from Shazam with Clayface's arms and legs. And then I gave him these shoulder pad looking things because he is really bulky, I'd say. This one looks, I feel like the torso, legs, hips, arms, I feel like everything looks good. If the face could be better, I feel like this custom would be way cooler. But besides that, I think this still looks really good as Groot. This is his Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 look. Next up, we have Ego, Peter Quill's father. This one I think came out really well. So for this, I gave him this Aquaman hairpiece in gray with a custom superhero headpiece. With a custom headpiece with a gray beard. I gave him a brown scarf and a brown cape on his left shoulder. I gave him no gloves with black pants and gray boots. I gave him the Scarecrow torso piece, but I made it a lighter, I guess you could say, brownish gray. I made that same color of the arms, and I made him shoot energy beams, just like he does in the thing. Because Ego is like a celestial god, so like he's all powerful. And I gave him a glowing left hand to represent that. I think this one actually came out really good, so yeah, we're gonna move on. Next up, we have Yandu. This entire thing looks really good until you get to the arrow. But we're just gonna go on. Okay, so I gave him Commissioner Gordon's hip and leg pieces in dark red, with Vandal Savage's torso and just some dark red arms. I gave him some light blue handpiece and a light blue headpiece with some wrinkles visible on it. I gave him this mohawk piece that looks similar to his arrow. This is the Volume 2 version of Yandu, and I guess he does show up in Volume 3 for a flashback, so I guess you could also say Volume 3. It was really sad to see Yandu go in Volume 2, but he died in a very noble way, so I'm happy about that. But as far as customs go, I'm actually really happy with how this one came out. So yeah. Similar to that one, next up we have Kraglin. This one's a little lazy, but I think it still works. I gave him this custom headpiece with the same red fin I gave Yandu. I gave him the prison jumpsuit in dark red to look like a Ravager jacket. I gave him Deathstorm's arms with black gloves. I gave him this random black hip piece and these black pants with gray boots. This is the best I could do for Yandu's arrow, so yeah. Just added in some sound effects now. There we go, that's the Yaka arrow. I think this one looks okay, and I really like Sean Gunn. I think he's really cool. I think seeing him in the Suicide Squad and in Guardians as Kraglin is awesome. And knowing that Kraglin is a main member of the Guardians now is just awesome. I think the last couple ones we have are villains. This is Ronin the Accuser. For this I gave him a custom cyan head with a black mask to represent his eye makeup he has. I gave him this ripped up black cape with the Commissioner Gordon leg pieces to get like that overcoat on there. I gave him Vigilante's belt and a black hood. I gave him Vigilante's torso piece, and I think Aqualad from Young Justice arm pieces. I gave him some light blue hands to match his skin tone. And I actually really like the way this one looks. I also gave him something that looks similar to his staff from the movie. Don't mind that he's shooting pink blasts. I gave him something that's similar to the staff he holds the Power Stone in. Next up we have Nova Prime. This one looks pretty good, I'd say. For this I gave her Shazam's arms, which looks really good because you get gold, red, and dark blue in there. I gave her Dr. Poison's torso piece in dark blue with the Shade's hip pants in dark blue. Donna Troy's hip piece in dark blue. And I gave her this custom hair piece in a white with a custom head. I know I already said it, but I really, really like the way this one came out. Her character is more evolved in Marvel What If Season 2. So go check out What If Nebula something like that. But anyway, I like the way this one looks. Next up we have Adam Warlock. For this, basically really like similar, so I'm just gonna speed run this. I gave him some dark red gloves and boots. I gave him this gold looking stuff on his legs with a yellowish, brownish, goldish color for the hips, legs, torso, arms, face, and hairpiece. The face I got from I don't know, I don't actually know the name of the character. Anyway, I gave him General Zod's torso with Clayface's hip piece because that's the only one that matched the color. And I gave him this all dark red cape. I think this one looks okay, but it's definitely nothing amazing. I think we have one left, and this is the most controversial one of all. Rocket Raccoon. This is the best I could get. Sorry, guys. Sorry if this disappoints you. So, for Rocket, I gave him Hawk Girl's mask to get the brown and black that he kind of has on his face because he's a raccoon. I gave him Man Bat's headpiece to get the fur on there. I gave him Talon's torso piece in dark blue with Vigilante's belt. I gave him dark blue legs with no boots. I gave him Clayface's arms to look like he's got hair on them, and I gave him dark brown hands. I also gave him a dark gray jetpack and a blaster. This one, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I think it came out okay, and I think it's the best that I can do with this game's level of like customization. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm gonna try to post more videos for you guys in the future. We're gonna try to average 2 to 3 a week. Hopefully we can get that much with a couple shorts. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!